Up my chat, then we will get started. Should be live. I don't know what's going on here. Get rid of that. Go back. Oh, there we go. There we are. There is my lovely chat. Okay. John DeNicola, welcome, my friend. Nice to have you here. Been a crazy day. I'll talk about it in a second. Matthew the King, what's up, man? Press harder. Nice to have you in here as well, sir. I am happy. Nice to have you. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the intro music. I'll talk about my crazy day and what's coming up, all that good fun stuff here in just a second. Let me get my musical cues up here. There we go. There they are. There's the MLH channel intro. All right, I'll see you on the other side of this, guys. Welcome everybody to MLH Comment Show. A little bit later today. It is the 18th of November, year 2023. Hectic day today, guys. I'm getting ready to go to Vegas. I'm almost done. I think we're packed, right, Bernie?
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly. Is there still some stuff to pack, or are we good? You're thinking?
I don't know.
You don't know? I mean, okay, I'm going to ask Chad here. What do you usually take on a vacation? You usually take your toiletries, your clothes. We got that, right? Toiletry, yeah. Clothes. We got medication. What do you mean?
I don't have my medication.
Oh, put your medication in there, Bernie. You can't forget that. What else are we taking? Ellie, nice to have you in chat as well. I needed to take a break because we've been going nonstop since this morning, so I figured I hadn't done a comment show, and just to break the monotony of what's going on. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Getting packed sucks, but it's all for good fun, right? We'll be in Vegas the next 3 days starting tomorrow. Got to wake up nice and early for that. But we got lots of cool stuff planned. We might do a live or two while we're in Vegas, so hopefully you guys will join us for that. Mr. Mick T. You know Mick T. Speaking of Mick T, Bernie is bringing her Lucky Leprechaun shirt with Warwick Davis on the front to Vegas. I think we're gonna do an old school hot tub on Tuesday, rolling around in the car, the shark.
Rolling around in the car.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Rolling in the car. Just doing an old school, topical based hot tub. But anyways, we'll get to that. Let's what's up, Jen? Nice to have you here. Veronica, don't forget to pick you up. Sure thing, Veronica. Are you gonna buy the drinks? That would be sweet. I'll pick you up on the way. Where you at? All right, let's transition on over here and start at the bottom with the great Matthew the King, who's in chat. He says, on my Not Something You See Every Day video, you can't park there. And it was crazy. That was a long time ago. There was a car that was overturned on a side street, like a residential area street. Yeah, it was crazy to see. So thank you for the comment. I think that was due to my call for people to make comments. Because last week we didn't have hardly any comments, and this week we got an abundance. But happy to go, Ellie, yes, she is not allowed to drive because Ellie, let's just put it this way. Bernie is the most cautious driver ever. And what that entails is going under the speed limit. So listen, Bernie, before you speak. So if we want to get to Vegas on time, I'm driving, not Bernie. She will not reach that speed limit. And we need to at least reach that speed limit to get there on time. So let's see. If you see a Warwick on the strip, take him for a martini and a treat. We sure will, Mick T. What else? Who am I missing? I know I'm missing someone. Auditing Live, welcome. Nice to have you. I always bring my leather vest to Vegas. Yes, I always bring my leather vest anywhere. Let's see. Am I missing anybody in chat? I don't think I am. If I do miss you, I'm sure the mods will give you a warm welcome. Okay, let's continue on here. Matthew the King says, on another older video of mine where I found tagging on the streets a short video that said, "Cops can't read," said, "Is this tag still there?" I'm not entirely sure, Matthew. I'd have to go back and look at that short and understand where I was and go back and see if that tag is still there. I'm going to guess that it is still there because Denver's not really good at cleaning up tags unless it's on the side of a building, like a private building. They'll make sure to get that stuff, but sidewalks hardly ever. Ellie, who's also in chat, the superest of super mods and Gen 2. That Ellie chick is awesome. Yes, that Ellie chick is pretty awesome. Make sure you guys check out that video because it's pretty great. You know, I did have a chance to review a few things that I'll talk about later, but Ellie and I talked about getting in trouble, actually getting murdered for having a suspicious paint job. So, and Ellie commented again. Again, this is my call to arms to comment. And I sure got comments, so there you go. Yes, take my side because, you know, maintain limits. Yes. Yeah, I do maintain the limit, Lucky. I go the limit. At least I get there. You know what I'm saying? Bernie doesn't know how to do that in high. She won't even drive on the highway. Prove me wrong. Have you ever driven on these highways, Bernie?
Once.
Hold on.
Or twice.
No. I got to say this. The actual highway and not just to get off the highway onto Colfax.
I've done it twice.
No. You have not done it even once. Not even once. Have you driven the speed limit on the highway?
Yeah.
No.
55.
No, you haven't. You didn't. No, Bernie, you did not. You drove. You couldn't even drive 55 because there were too many cars in front of us.
So it wasn't my fault.
Oh, brother. But we were driving 25. So the max you're going to get is like 50, maybe 52 if we're lucky.
If I zone out and I don't pay attention to you, then I drive faster.
Oh, you're so stupid.
It's just
so stupid.
Can't help. I always want to look at your penis.
Oh, stop it. Don't make this into a hot tubs, a comment show. Let's continue on here. Razor says, "Hi, MLH from Amarillo, Texas. Hope you're snowed in, lol. Just kidding. Hopefully the weather's good there." You know what? We haven't had a snow since right before Halloween. So it's been rather quiet on the snow here. I'm hoping no snow for tomorrow, especially in the mountains, because that sucks. I've driven through the mountains in snow. It sucks. Matthew the King, thanks for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Definitely helps, man. Non-Mouse, welcome. Nice to have you here. Lucky, welcome as well. Bernie, they have these newfangled electromagnetic devices on modern horseless carriages called cruise control.
I'll have to try that.
No, she's deathly afraid of cruise controls. You cannot get her to do cruise control. She won't do it.
Are they going to follow me on my journey to get braver to drive?
Maybe they will on your channel. Make sure you follow the Bernie B channel. We'll see. But let's continue on here. Let's see. Keeper of the List, who's a big Bernie fan, says 19 minutes ago? What the hell? Sent Bernie to work early today? Damn it, Keeper. I'm not the one who sends Bernie to work. It's her bosses that send Bernie to work. Right, Bernie?
It's my store that needs me.
That's right. It's not me. I don't force you, do I, Bernie?
No.
I mean, I'm like, go make that money. You know, that's what I say. No.
You said go make those sandwiches, woman.
That is true. I've told her that a time or two, but in good fun. All right, let's continue on. Keeper again says, hi, Bernie. See you in Vegas. Don't tell MLH. How dare you, Keeper? Son of a bitch. All right, let's continue on here. I got lots to cover, so let's just continue on here. Razor says, Bernie B, if MLH wants flash his package at you, maybe time to clean his upper vest with your perfume. How dare you,
Super
Razor?
vest.
I mean, I can't go anywhere without the vest. I actually bought a brand new vest for Vegas, didn't I, Bernie?
Yeah.
Because I you know what? I took my vest to go get dry cleaned. I was like, I'll just go get it dry cleaned, right? And I took it there, and they were like, oh, it'll cost $40. I'm like, $40? I'll just buy a brand new vest.
I like when MLH puts the vest on naked.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. How dare you? Unindoctrinated says, very interesting discussion. So much corruption and really just mishandling of situations. Government makes everything more complicated than how the average person in their daily life would handle any scenario. I totally agree on indoctrinated, and it goes with red tape. It goes with money. I mean, there's always money involved, right? So you always got to be wary of governmental situations when it comes to money and stuff like that. All right, King Bluto, on my really quick live that I was having technical difficulties, says, definitely technical difficulties. It happens to the best of us. I did do a live right after that, though. Gimmickless says, you live? Yes, we were live. We were live from a request, the ghost town that Ellie had requested. We couldn't, there was really no parking to get out and go around. And even if we did get out, it was literally like 2 buildings. There were a couple people there, but they didn't seem too keen on, folks being there in the first place. So it wasn't really like a touristy type town, I guess. I don't know. Rosie Thing says, I'm making a comment, just a comment, so you can read a comment. Just kidding. Beautiful view. Thank you, Rosie. I appreciate it. I did ask people to comment because that's how the comment show keeps going, is with comments. You know what I'm saying? Matthew the King says, your check engine light is on. That was in the old car, Matthew. And yes, my check engine light was on, but it was a catalytic converter that I had to get it replaced later, which I did do. And I eventually sold that car. So now I'm in the Shark. So I got a much improved with no check engine light on, Matthew. Don't worry about that. And that was on the much needed snow. This was like last year, I believe. To battle the wildfires. So that was a quick little short. What are you laughing at, Bernie? Go ahead.
Ellie made a new hashtag.
What's the hashtag?
Hashtag let Bernie drive.
No. And when we get back, she can drive all she wants. Matter of fact, she can drive herself back and forth to work.
No, I can't drive to work.
You see how selective it is with Bernie? Like she just... All right.
If I drive to work, then how are you going to save the world one Colfax run at a time?
I know, right? Well, that's true, but you could drive to work. I can drive up and down Colfax and then come back, and then you can drive me home. How about that?
How about if I drive to work and then you drive the car home? Like I have a learner's permit.
A learner's permit? Yeah. Bernie, you got a license that doesn't expire for like 30 years. What the hell's wrong with you? All right. MLH, Bernie is very capable of highway.
Oh,
she is not.
I can.
Okay. You cannot make that determination, Ellie, based on what? Nothing. So I've been in the car with this woman. I've been with her on the highway. I've been with her on the side streets, and she's a nervous Nelly. I'm sorry. That's just the way you are. You're afraid of everything, and especially in the new car. I tried to get you to drive the new car. You're like, freaking out,
Kinda.
Yeah,
I don't want to break the new car.
How can you break it, Bernie? You just push the gas and go. I mean, just be careful when you're driving. That's it.
I think I see a new segment on my channel.
How to drive in Colorado featuring Bernie?
MLH teaching Bernie how to drive in Colorado.
Oh my God, nobody would watch that. Okay.
Who would watch that? I think everybody would watch that.
Well, why don't you find out on your channel, Bernie? All right. Keeper of the List says, where did we take Bernie? We took Bernie to, what the hell is the name of that town? Nevadaville, Colorado. Nevadaville.
We got to do a walk through Ghost Town next time.
Yeah, if we can find one where we can park and the locals aren't hostile and want to kill us and skin us alive, maybe. All right. Smeghead gave me a peace sign emoji. Thank you very much, Smeghead. Let's see. And Mick T says, get your suit on, rude boy. Driving Miss Bernie. Then buy Bernie. How dare you, Ellie? How dare you? There is no half. There's no half. What are you laughing? Get out of here. I'm going to kick you out of studio, Bernie. How dare you? All right.
I got to say something.
What?
I just love Ellie.
I know, and she loves you, obviously.
I'll give her lots of smooches.
Yeah, I bet. I bet you will. All right. Pelone says, road trip, hot tub drive. Bernie has a great idea. Thanks for the video, MLH and Bernie. Have a great and safe weekend. Thank you, Pelone. I really appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed that video, and hopefully your health is in good standing right now. I know you've been having some issues, but it looks like you are on the right side of things. What's up, Rosie? We just read a comment of yours a little bit ago. Keeper says, MLH, did you scare Bernie? I sure did. There was a steep hill, like mountainous dirt road to get up to that town. And on the way back down, part of it is paved. And I decided to hit the gas, and Bernie about had a heart attack. You guys got to check out that video. It's a pretty fun video. I really enjoyed making that video. All right. Mick T, who's in chat, says, yabba dabba doo. Thank you very much, Mick T. Much appreciated. I always appreciate comments. What else we got? Same video. Keeper of the List says, need to bring a gold pan and test some of those tailings. You know what, Keeper? If I would have had my gold pan, I do have a gold pan thanks to Davin Prospector. You guys got to check out Davin Prospector. I don't know if he's done any videos lately, but he's a really cool dude, and he's a gold panner. He's really good at it. I suck at it, but I know how to gold pan a little bit, and I will keep that in mind, Keeper. Next time we go to the mountains, I'll do a live, and I'll take a gold pan, and I'll just stop at a river or somewhere, and we'll test the test the area, see if we can find any gold. We found flecks of gold up there, right, Bernie?
And you found me rubies too.
Not rubies, garnets.
Garnets.
Yeah, I found her garnets.
Don't pee in the river.
Yeah, do not pee in the river, everybody. Okay, let's continue. Keeper continues. MLH and his shafts. How dare you, Keeper? You're such a... This isn't a hot tub. You said shaft. Bernie, were you lurking in my comments just on those videos?
I always do.
You always lurk my comments. You're a creepster.
I'm a creepster.
Yeah. You know what? She smells my hair like Biden smells little girls' hair. Stop smelling my hair, Bernie. Get out of here, Biden.
You know, Keeper is my trusty partner.
I have no idea what you're just
partner.
saying. Everybody type let Bernie drive. No, let's not type that. Please, let's not do that. Let's not start that movement, because trust me, we will never get anywhere on time if Bernie drives. Never. Joko said hello. Thank you very much, Joko. Appreciate the comment. Let's continue on here. King Bluto says, great historical driving tour you and Bernie took us on. I enjoy going out and discovering historical sites. Keep up the great work. Thank you, King Bluto. You can expect more of that. If you guys give me requests on the weekends, obviously this weekend's not going to work because I think we're about 95% done in preparing for our drive tomorrow to Las Vegas. But next weekend, if you guys have a request, make sure to request it, MexicanLonghair@gmail.com, and we'll try to honor those requests as best we can. What, Bernie?
What if they have a Vegas request?
Well, then send it. I still have access to my email, so.
Yeah.
I did put that out there. I did a poll of what you guys want to see in Vegas if we were to do a live, and I had a few suggestions. I think we'll get to them in a minute. What, Bernie?
I just love you.
What did somebody... I wish the camera were on Bernie when you took that steep road. I was giggling so hard. I should have turned it around and let you guys see her freak out. It was pretty fun. All right. Ellie says, this was cool, but next time I want you to get out and talk to the people. Oh, and please interview the ghost. I could do that for sure. For sure. So thank you for the comment, Ellie. But, hey... request. Nobody said get out of the car, so
Yeah, I gotta pee.
All right, Bernie has to pee, so good. All right, Bernie says it was lots of fun. Give us more requests, guys. Yes, we will try our best to, as long as it's within the Denver metro area. If you guys read about something, come across something, and you want to see a landmark or something, let me know, and I'll try to make that happen. Blue Unicorn says the Nevadaville Masonic Temple that started in 1861 still holds regular meetings. Yes, it's one of like only 2 or 3 buildings left in Nevadaville, Blue Unicorn, and it's the only Masonic temple that meets in a ghost town in the entire United States. So that was a nifty little bit of trivia I didn't know until I went there. Anticonformist, welcome. Nice to have you here. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. Hopefully and Indoctrinated, welcome. Conspiracy, welcome. Vacations are meant to be enjoyed by everyone, not just you. How dare you? It's not enjoyable being in a car with Bernie driving. Trust me, Ellie. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. What?
Are we still on that?
Yes, we're still on that, Bernie. Jesus. All right, Blue Unicorn says, I love ghost towns. Me and my boy might have to go see this one. Yes, it's kind of neat. There's not a lot of places to park, Blue Unicorn, but it's neat to go up there and just kind of look around. There's old gold mines and a couple of old buildings and a couple of residences, very old architecture. It's really neat. Blue Unicorn continues. He says, Greeley has a small ghost town called Deerfield. In my video, The A-Hole, what a great name for a video. There's one scene where Alter Ego is sitting in front of a dilapidated house. That was Deerfield, Colorado. Out east on the plains is another ghost town of Keota. I think I've been to Keota. It's pretty cool, but it's really east, almost to Nebraska.
Have you ever heard of a place called Kyoto Bowl?
No. Is that what that reminded you of, Bernie?
Yeah.
We're talking about ghost towns and you're talking about food? Get out of the studio. What's wrong with you? Jesus.
Said Kyoto. There's a place in Phoenix called Kyoto Bowl, and it's really
Kyoto, not Kyoto.
Okay, well, it reminded me of that.
Yeah, well, you just keep out of it. All right, Pallone says, nice, Blackhawk, more like bunkweed. Just kidding. This is a cool road trip. And he laughs at Ellie. We did go into Central City and Blackhawk on that Ghost Town Wish Fulfilled video. So if you want to check that out. I've been to Blackhawk and Central City a couple of times, and I think I've done a couple of lives there. But it was nice to go back and show you guys the town. It's really cool. It's kind of nice. It's all gambling now. But it used to be, it's still historical, like the buildings are kind of intact and all that stuff. Rosie, who's in chat, says that was thoroughly enjoyable part of Colorado you never see. Loved it. Thanks, you too. Well, thank you for joining, Rosie. We try to do the best we can. Matthew says, great request from Ellie and great job from MLH and Bernie B with the location selection and tour. Yeah, we selected it, Matthew, because it was the closest one and we could do it in a day. It's like one of those ones where we didn't have to spend a lot of gas and just get out there and show you guys that. But we do what we can. Gimmickless says that's a hell of a deal on prime rib. Still over in Cali, it's $15 or more. Yes, if you guys are ever in Denver and you want to take a short, quick drive and you're into a little bit of gambling, a little bit of fun, go up to Blackhawk, and at the edge of Blackhawk, right before you get into Central City, there's a little casino called Red Dolly. The Red Dolly. And you go in there, go upstairs, and then you get the prime rib special. I think it's either $6.99 or $7.99, cooked the way that you want it. If you want it medium rare, if you want it well done, whatever, anywhere in between, they'll cook it, and it's really good. It comes with mashed potatoes, a baked potato, or just veggies, bun.
Potatoes, veggie, and a bun, and horseradish.
Yeah, horseradish is devil's food. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I love horseradish.
All right, Gimmick List continues. He says, looks similar to a place in between Cali and Reno. I've never been to Reno. We should go to Reno one day, Bernie. That's kind of near, like on the California side of things, more west, you know. All right, Strictly Strange says MLH and KDOT. This was the video I did with KDOT explaining a few things. Make sure you check that out. Claire Wales UK says, if you can please reach out to Regan Benson. She's an advocate for homeless people in your area. Pretty sure she is Denver Metro Audit's sister. I am 100% certain that Regan Benson is not Denver Metro Audit's sister. And I am no longer doing anything with Regan Benson. So more power to her. Wish her the best. But it's not my style and it's not my thing. I do things a lot differently than Regan Benson. So that's not going to happen, Claire. If you look at my previous videos, you can see all the interactions I've ever had with Regan Benson. I'll just leave it at that. Keeper of the List says, damn, missed you. I know you miss me, Keeper. I know you miss me, blah. You know that song, Bernie? Yeah. Culture Club? Yeah. All right. Keeper says, city manager has no handle on the city finances. Yeah, we brought up a lot of questions in that live, didn't we, Keeper? We'll get to the bottom of some of it. You only do KDOT. That's not what I said. I only hang out with KDOT, man. There's too much nefariousness. There's too much nefariousness and too much bullshit going on in the Denver metro area for me to hang out with anybody other than KDOT. I don't trust anybody but KDOT. Let's just put it that way. I'm not saying there aren't trustworthy people in the Denver metro area, but I've yet to run across anybody that's trustworthy like KDOT is. So that's why I only hang out with KDOT and vice versa. Let's see. Keeper says, MLH, I have to detail my work by the minute. If I am not 100%, I am in shit. But if I'm over, nothing. Okay. See, I think that's in reference to what we were talking about with police accuracy and solving crimes and stuff like that, if I remember correctly, Keeper. And that's true. They solve like 2% on average across the nation of all crime. Even if that, I had people argue with me that point, but the statistics don't lie. It's 2%. But I'm going to go with someone else's narrative that argued with me, and I'm not going to mention any names. They said, no, it's actually like 15 to 20%. And they were huffing and puffing and, put their chest out like they were, just the bee's knees, right? And I pointed out to them, and I said, okay, if you were at work, right, and you did 20% of your job, right, you only were accurate on 20% of your orders, or you only went to work 20% of the time, or you only went to 20% of the meetings or anything of that nature, would you still have your job? And that person just kind of looked at me like I was like the worst person in the world, and we're just gonna have to agree to disagree. I was like, no, there's no disagreements. I mean, I'm trying to make you understand, if you did 20% of your job accurately, you would be fired. You need to be upwards of 80-90%, right, before you get accolades or get that raise or whatever. What, Bernie, what were you going to say?
My store would die if I did 20% of my work.
That's what I'm saying. Bernie is a general manager at a work. If she was 20% accurate, or she had 20% of her orders came back with complaints, or she only was there 20% of the time, or, she only did 20% of, then she would be fired.
My store would close.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Give me a 1 in chat if you can hear me, by the way. Gregory, welcome. Nice to have you here. I just saw we got disconnected there for a quick second, so let me know if we're back. Okay, we're back. Good. Okay, let's continue on here. The point is 20% of anybody's job. I mean, it's 2%, which is atrocious, but 20%, let's say by some miracle that was the real case, that 20% of all crime was solved in America. That's still an abject failure, right? It's an absolute abject failure. All right, Keeper continues. MLH, FOIA requests the federal monies given to the city for the homeless. I need to win the lottery. Okay, I can already answer that for you, Keeper, and I do have more requests. You guys are going to have to wait for those requests as they come in months from now. They give hardly anything to the homeless. And I'm going down a rabbit hole right now, and I'll get more into that when I get back, and I'll talk to you later about that. So it's terrible. Spoiler alert, it's really bad in Aurora when you only have one homeless shelter for the entirety of the city. One. And they're cutting that budget now, too. But I will talk to you guys about that more when I get back, okay? And I might need your help on this one. All right, I might need everybody's help to make the proper phone calls so that we can get some action on this because it's ridiculous. All right, Ache Artist, 47 says total theft of funds for the homeless by mismanaged attempts to solve it. They encourage housing crisis by accepting illegal immigration busloads for their sanctuary city, policies to add to the local unhoused population. This is how they get more money from emergency funding, the emergencies they created. I would agree with most of that, Ache Artist. I do think that when we talk about illegal immigration, those are still homeless people, right? And a lot of these people are coming for sanctuary from their, country of choice. I mean, lately it's been, through my investigation, it's been Venezuela. Apparently things are super bad in Venezuela with cartels and drug lords and things of that nature. So people are leaving in droves because there's nowhere else to go. It's the same kind of thing that's happening in Mexico right now. So I hated when former President Trump said that Mexico isn't sending their finest. I think that sends the wrong message, right? And by the way, the last numbers I checked on immigration, as far as people emigrating out of the country as opposed to people coming in, it's actually, we're at like an even standstill. As a matter of fact, there's more people, slightly more people leaving this country as are coming in. So it's a big misnomer to think that we're being overrun by illegal immigration. It's just not the case, right? We have more people leaving than we have coming in. But I do agree with you on the emergency funding aspect of it. They do use that as their, but see, they waste the money. They don't spend it on programs. I'll talk more about it, Ache Artist, on when I come back from Vegas. I got too much on my plate right now to delve into it now, but we will definitely go down that rabbit hole in the near future. Trust me. Stick around, watch the channel, please subscribe, all that good fun stuff. Tell your friends, about it, and, hopefully we can get the word out. Tapatios, welcome, my friend. Hermano, welcome. Blue Unicorn is in the house. He says, CM, last night's show was fun. Lots of new artists. Good stuff. Right on. Yeah, Conspiracy Music has a great channel. If you haven't checked out Conspiracy Music or Blue Unicorn, make sure you sub to Blue Unicorn. Blue Unicorn's a hell of a singer and a great guitarist, just like Conspiracy Music. Blue Unicorn uses all, what do they call that? Acoustic guitar. And Conspiracy is a fucking wailer on an electric guitar. I'm sure Blue can do electric too. So I would really love to see Blue Unicorn on an electric guitar. I think he would rock the house. Okay, next comment. Ellie says, King Solomon, you are missed and you are loved. Please let us know if you're okay. We've missed Solomon on Hot Tub. He was a regular, and all of a sudden a couple of weeks have went by and we still haven't heard from Solomon. If anybody hears from King Solomon, please let him know that we love him and he's definitely welcome back on the show, and the show's not the same without him. So Solomon, if you're listening, buddy, email me, text me. I tried texting you, I tried emailing you, and I hope you're okay. That's just the big thing. Just let us know if you're okay. Bernie says, we love you, King Solomon. Hope you're okay. And Fab Daddy said, yup. We're all in agreement. Solomon's a good dude, and we miss him on Hot Tub. All right. ATL says, when I see you together, I automatically think Chico and the Man. All right, which one's Chico and which one's the Man, ATL? I love that. Okay, let's continue. Strictly Strange says, just me, but it seems like that dude fell to his pants. Like NYPD is bad, but dude's pants played a role in it. He's talking about Eli, the People's guy. I did have a chance to review that video. There's no question that it was an over-exaggerated fall, but it was created by the policeman who pushed him. Whether or not that was a light push, hard push, we can debate all day long. But in the end, it's still the cop's fault that he fell. Because without that push, he wouldn't have been off balance. Was it exaggerated? Yes, I do think it's exaggerated. But, I mean, you don't get a separated shoulder, a broken shoulder, and a fucked up elbow without something like that happening. Could his pants have contributed? Yes, Strictly Strange. Many people have made that comment. Also, the comment of he kind of like embellished his fall. Whatever the case, it was the cops, the cop shouldn't have put his hand on him. So that's my opinion on it. Everybody sub to Bernie. Thank you for putting that in there, Ellie. Any links that are put in there, please sub. All these people that put in the links, that Ellie puts in the links, or Jen, or any other mod, they're great people. Just sub. You'll thank me later. King Bluto says, no badge number, no employee number, no car number. Yeah, that you're talking in reference to the police officer that was in the ambulance, which I think was a clear HIPAA violation, but we'll find out more. Eli's going to let us know what's going on with that. And I think I said it on the video, Eli, the People's guy, is kind of not my style. I'm not a huge fan of the way he goes about things, but in this case, I think he was mostly right, and he's going to end up with a heck of a lot of money after this. Gimmickless says, that's completely insane. To have only one homeless shelter for a city that big is completely negligent. You guys need to take this issue to the governor as well as the mayor and see what they have to say about it. Gimmickless, stay tuned. We're on it. We always follow through with things, so you're gonna, we're gonna go down that rabbit hole once I get back from Vegas, and it is insane. And by the way, that homeless shelter, it's called Comitis, Comitis, in Aurora, Colorado. They have two buildings, one for daytime, one for nighttime. They are going to cut their funding, and that in turn is going to cut their funding for the daytime building. So nobody's going to have shelter during the day if it's like -10, -15, -20. It can get upwards of -30 even here at times, and it's a huge issue. And the mayor doesn't give a shit. His mantra is, I'm tough on crime, but my thing is, are you empathetic? Do you really want to help the people, or are you just a bootlicker and want to up the budget for the police? So yeah, he just got reelected. His name is Mike Kaufman. He's a former House rep in Colorado, and he sucked then and he sucks now, gimmickless. And the governor probably is a little more, I don't know. I think he may be a little more open to some ideas, but Governor Polis' idea of helping the homeless is warehousing them out way east, out of everybody's purview. So maybe that's not a good idea either. But like I said, we will definitely go down that rabbit hole later. Gimmickless, we were just talking about you. Thank you for your comment, bud. Appreciate it. All right. Big Jess says, Mr. Sepulveda says, it's not a laughing matter, but it was Ellie who said, too much butt crack on my virgin eyes. Yes, I think it was Ellie that said that. That's in reference to everybody getting a good heaping of Eli, the People's guy's butt, because his pants were so low. All right. NH Mountain Girl commented. We kind of did an analysis of her video, too. I think it was her first Cop Watch Live. Thanks so much for all the info and advice. Was extremely helpful. Appreciate you all. Well, we appreciate you too, Mountain Girl. Hope you didn't think we were too hard on you. I mean, sometimes you have to say things like they are in order to get better. I mean, I went through it myself. I had a close circle of friends that basically, critiqued my work and tried to help me get better at what I do. And that's the whole point, is to get better at what you do. NH Mountain Girl says, great content on my video about K-Dot and I sparring with the security guard, mentally sparring and verbally sparring, not physically sparring. Another thumbs up from NH Mountain Girl. Thank you very much. Awesome hat, she says. That was in reference to my short I made when I got my Nightmare on Elm Street hat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. She also says, drunk parking for the not something you see every day short. Yes. I mean, that car was completely turned upside down. I have no idea how it got in the middle of the road. It didn't seem like it hit anything else. No other car was damaged. No houses were damaged. No signs. Just the car in the middle of the road. Really weird. Gimmickless says, clearly the cop wanted to move the phone so it would stop recording anything else that happens. That was in reference to when Eli, the people's guy, put his camera down. Yes, he didn't want to leave. And then he said, whose camera is this? Like, come on, man. You knew whose it was. Gimmickless says, this reminds me of an incident with the senior citizen being pushed and the fall knocked him out. Was clearly bleeding after. One cop wanted to stop and help the guy, but another pulled him back to keep going. Yeah, Gimmickless, I saw that video. That was a disgusting video. And I think that ended up costing the city like $175,000 or something like that. He suffered major injuries. He suffered a brain bleed and some other injuries. So it was pretty bad. And that just goes to prove that cops aren't responsible for your safety. So if they end up pushing you, I've gotten pushed by a cop before, and it kind of hurt my back a little bit. So you can sustain injuries just from being pushed or whatever, But I saw that video and it was pretty atrocious. Gimmickless continues. By the way, I'm going to be watching more Rumble in the future since NaziTube wants to be dictator of content. I am aware of that, Gimmickless. Rumble, I've checked it out. I don't know if they're a completely open platform either. I mean, there has to be some rules and regulations, but we'll see how things go. Gimmickless also says, this makes me also think about the types of people that would walk in front of city buses. This could easily be the new moneymaker. I mean, possibly, Gimmickless. I mean, I don't think that he purposely wanted to get his shoulder broken or anything like that, but I mean, it happened, and it does happen, and I think the cop was responsible for sure. I can bet you that the lady that was kidnapping that person has only pets that she can control, most likely cats. That was a distinction that I think I made in the video, Gimmickless. It wasn't kidnapping, it was false imprisonment, which is just as bad, right? I mean, that's pretty shitty to force somebody to be imprisoned against their will. Gimmickless says, Jen's final thoughts are meow. Yes, that's right. What else do we got here? Let's continue on. Blue Unicorn says, I want to see Tom Jones. I might be able to make that happen, Blue Unicorn. Maybe. We'll see. I'll see if I can get over to the Wax Museum for you. Gimmickless says, I want to see boobies. Well, you'll see plenty of that if we go live, Gimmickless. So no worries there. KP Nation says, Elvis is still alive. He's immortal. I'm sure we'll get plenty of Elvis while we're in Vegas, KP Nation. So thank you for the comment. Jen Well says, great job, MLH and Ellie. Thank you for doing it. That was the NH Mountain Girl and Eli video that we did. Thank you, Jen, for commenting. Really appreciate it. Northwood Press said, subscribed now. Thank you very much, Northwoods Press. Appreciate that. Thank you for subbing, and hope you enjoy the content. I do a bit of everything. I'm a jack of all trades. I don't consider myself a 1A auditor. I consider myself a jack of all trades. Sometimes I'm a journalist. Sometimes I'm an auditor. Sometimes I'm a cop watcher. Sometimes I'm a slice of life video guy. Sometimes I do comedy. Sometimes I do curiosities. I mean, there's a plethora of things to see on the channel. So thank you for subbing. I really appreciate it. Dragonette says things shaking everywhere she wants to see. Of course, it's for hot tub research only. I'm sure you'll see plenty of stuff shaking, Dragonette, when we get there. King Bluto says, on the final comment, says, have fun in Vegas, MLH. Thank you very much, King Bluto. I will try. We are leaving tomorrow. We'll be in Vegas tomorrow around 3 or 4. I think it's, what is it, West Coast time? Or are they, is Nevada considered West Coast time? I think so. So it's we'll be there 3 or 4. It'll be fine. All right. Let's see. If you want to learn how to walk a dog, oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. I got 42 claims on the last karaoke last night. Wow. Conspiracy. Claims are nothing to worry about. It's strikes that you have to worry about. Let's see if I have any held for review comments. Those are always fun. I doubt it. Most everybody plays pretty nice on the channel, but let's take a peek. And no, I do not. Let's look at mentions. See who mentioned me. Horizon City News, who's an awesome dude. He does lives from time to time, and he's just a good dude. Sent me a video a couple days ago about hundreds of Colorado homeowners locked in predatory listing contracts. I have no idea what's that's about, Horizon. I'll check it out if I can later. Oh, look at this. This is somebody from the past. Chatio mentioned me. Angry Librarian reacts to Nightwish story time. I have no idea what that is, Chatio, but Chatio, this is a message from me to you. I hope that you're doing okay. I hope that your experiences have led you to the right places. I feel bad for what happened to you after, and I hope you find peace in your life, dude, and got the help that you sorely deserve and need. And you're always welcome to come on the channel and talk if you want. Just letting you know. Press Now mentioned me in a video as well. People walk into the library and ask for the Constitution. I did get a chance to check most of that video out, Press Now, and you're right. They don't necessarily have the Constitution up on their wall, and maybe that's a problem. But they have plenty of books on the Constitution where people can get the information that they sorely need when it comes to the Constitution. But thank you very, very much for pointing me in that direction. I really appreciate it. Let's see. And Harry Nuts mentioned me as well. Thank you very much, Harry. He shared out the video. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Okay, and Horizon City also wanted us to watch the video that we already covered about the guy getting shot over a, quote, suspicious paint job. Yeah, so there you go. Let's see. What else do I got? That guy has a lot of pent-up rage. Gimmickless says he does. I don't want to add to his mental instability, Gimmickless. That was never the point of that. It was very unfortunate, and DMA made a fucking living off of Chatio for a good, month or two. He even made merchandise, and it was pretty sickening, and I made my feelings known at the time. So, like I said, I just hope the best for Chatio and people like Chatio in the future. And I'm not one to pile on, and it was pretty ridiculous what happened to him. I mean, he got the ultimate. He got fired. I didn't call for it, but that's the consequences of your action. If you freak out at a job like that, especially a government job, and you throw a temper tantrum, then what else do you expect? So it is what it is. When's your next panel? I have a short unlisted video to share. Matthew, my schedule doesn't. I don't really have a schedule for panels, Matthew. But let's talk about the schedule, okay? Normally, this is how it goes. The weekends are reserved for you guys. If you guys send me in a request, MexicanLonghair@gmail.com, I will try my best to follow through that request. If it's, let's say you want me to drive to Red Rocks and do a live from there. You want me to do another mountain drive video, or there's a specific town you want me to visit in the Denver metro area. If there's a cop watch you want me to do. If you want me to audit, like a prison or, a jail or a government building, I'm usually okay with doing that. I don't like doing post offices because I think it's low-hanging fruit and there's nothing to learn there. I'm more of a education seeker, and teacher. I that's how I always approach my audits and my cop watching and stuff like that. I want people to learn, and maybe I make the mistakes and you learn from those mistakes. Maybe that's the way that it goes. I don't know. But either way, there's an education to be given, right? So make sure you do that. Just request something. So Saturdays and Sundays are usually request if I get one, like Ellie requested that we go to a ghost town, and we did that last week. What was it last week? I think it was last week, right, Bernie? Yeah, I think so. So get your request in. I mean, I like doing fun stuff like that. I mean, I'll if it's a reasonable request, I will try to fulfill it. Mondays and Wednesdays are usually cop watching or homeless outreach. Tuesdays is Hot Tub on Bernie's channel at 9 Eastern, so make sure you sub to Bernie's channel. It's 18 plus. It's a little more adult oriented. It's basically karaoke, but like changing the lyrics to sexy lyrics, so that's always a ton of fun. Everybody has a lot of fun there, let off a little bit of steam, etc. Thursdays I'm supposed to be completely off, but the past few Thursdays, guys, I've been working my ass off behind the scenes, putting in requests. KDOT and I are visiting places and gathering information, cop watching, having meetings, meeting with city leaders, city council people, police officers. I mean, we do a lot, and it seems like Thursday, my day off, is the day that we normally can do that type of stuff. Friday, I do a video game show called RP Grinders. I've been doing that for 16 years on YouTube and on Twitch, twitch.tv/RP Grinders. So make sure you hop in if you're a little nerdier and you like video games. But the first half is reserved for video games, and the second half we usually talk politics, pop culture, stuff like that. It's the longest running show of its kind. Nobody does a show like that on Twitch or YouTube. So I'm very proud of that. We've been doing that for 16 years, and then the cycle repeats itself. So, if you're interested in any of that, please join me, and be more than happy to interact with you in the comments, etc., etc. So, really appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, Conspiracy has a great channel. Make sure you sub there. Chad Friesman Music. You know what? After this, check that out. Maybe everybody can go there. Let's see. I was trying to remember the name of the quaint mountain town I visited in 2005, but I couldn't remember it. Yeah, if you remember, Matthew, then I would be more than happy to try to get out there. Okay, unindoctrinated. Have a good day. Denizen, I didn't see you sneak in there. Welcome. Nice to have you there. Let's see. What else? Thanks for the link, Matthew. That's my video game channel. That's where the comments are popping, the chat. So make sure you join on Twitch. I do it on YouTube as well, but everybody chats on the Twitch link. So keep that in mind. Follow me there, and we have a ton of fun. Now, the way this week is going to go, it's going to be a little odd. We're going on vacation starting tomorrow. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we'll be in Vegas, but we'll be back Wednesday. Thursday, I'm going to, obviously it's Thanksgiving. I don't think anybody's going to be doing much of anything that day unless something major breaks here in the Denver metro area, which I am aware of most things that happen here. But I think that day is going to be reserved just to chill and eat and stuff like that. Friday, obviously, I'll be doing RP Grinders again, and then the cycle repeats itself. If you guys want me to do something that weekend, let me know, and if I can accommodate, I will. But anyways, I think that's about it. What else I got? Oh, right on, Conspiracy. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it every Friday at 7 Eastern on twitch.tv/rpgrinders. The beginning is just basically video game news. The second half is I think of it as more of the funner half of the show. So if the news doesn't interest you, video game news, then the second half will definitely interest you. I think you guys would really, really like it. Do some ghost hunter videos. I would be down to do that. Bernie loves that type of stuff, gimmickless. So get your request in, and you know, if you find like some place in the Denver metro area that's notorious for ghost or something, maybe I'll do that as well. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. If you guys are struggling with your mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that's all that matters. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you're their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There's also a national hotline, 988, here in the United States, and I think it works in Canada as well, where you can dial that number and get hooked up with an actual professional and work through your issues. If you're too sheepish to talk to somebody, you can also text that number, and they will text back and forth, and you know, if you're a little more comfortable with that. But don't make any rash decisions until you talk to somebody, okay? Life's too short. Don't make it shorter, okay? I think that's all I got for you guys. Bernie, did you have anything else? Did you want to say anything before we're off to Vegas tomorrow?
Have fun.
Yeah,
Everybody, have fun.
Yeah, everybody have fun tonight. That old Wang Chung song. All right. I guess that's about it. Thank you guys so much in chat for joining. Dennis and Ellie, Gimmickless, Matthew the King. I'm not letting Bernie drive, Ellie. Conspiracy, Redneck Cad, Blue Unicorn, who else? I think I mentioned you. Conspiracy, Anti-Conformist, Unindoctrinated, and everybody else that I missed. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate your support. Make sure you comment. That's the only way that the comment show keeps going is when people comment. And that's about it. You guys have a safe weekend. See you guys live from Vegas next video. Later, everybody. Have a great day. If I can find my outro. Oh, there it is. Later, everybody. Have a great weekend. Stay safe.